All right. Hello, 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 test. All right. Pack all this shit back up. Packing. Packing. Oh, perfect. Now we gotta find something to fix here. This is where the little elevator really pays off. All right. How about this? Hey, there was a donut hole up there. I think this will make a good thumbnail. Oh, wait. Oh, shit, that's right. Okay. Everything's upside down. Welcome back to Everything is Upside Down. I'm your host, Carmine Laguzio. Okay. YouTube. Control Shift 4. Bloop. Oh, I don't need to be in full screen with that anymore. That. Fascinating. This really doesn't need to be full screen here. Okay, there's that. This. That. Sounds like that gate is still on. Gate off. Ooh, maybe I should have left it on. Hello, test, 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 test. Turn up the Q factor. It's not much of an equalizer, but it'll do. Better than nothing. Q factor, is that like multiplication? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you can hear all the screams. Maybe I'll turn the gate back on. Limiter, limiter, limiter. I don't think the limiter does anything. Test, test, test. Test, test. Test, test, test. Test. Test, test, test. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, I was in the middle of doing something. All right. Oh, that looks like shit. Here, cancel. Go back in there. I'm sure this will work fine. Looks good. Now, Yeah, there it is. All right. Save. Well, that only took 3 hours. All right, welcome back to the shop. Since I moved from the old shop into this shop, some things have broken. Some things never even arrived. I have no idea what happened to the oil, but so I got some Rapid Tap, and some of the stuff is rusty now. So I'm just going to go through and clean rusty stuff. Fixing rusty stuff. Fixing rusty stuff. Rusty stuff. Fixing rusty stuff. Fixing lots of rusty stuff. I don't know how this stuff got rusty. I have no idea. It's some part of the moving process. I also lost all of my machine oil. No idea where the machine oil went. The hills are alive with the sound of machine oil. All right, got some sandpaper. It would be nice to have that machine oil. I won't lie to you. Fascinating. I'm wiring the wheel. You're wiring the what? I'm wiring the wheel. Oh yeah, I actually found one. I wasn't expecting to easily find a wire wheel. This is ordinarily how I cut my ecstasy. But I think it'll do for tool fixing. Oh, I should probably get some kind of lubricant. Oh, dude, been looking for that. Nice. That's a score right there. I thought I lost that. That was another thing I thought I lost. I definitely have to go get some more machine oil though. Oh, man, I'm knocking everything over. It's just the story of my life. Knocking stuff over. Oh, I came over here to get something. What was it? Oh, lubricant. Today's lubricant will be Formula 409. To the stove to get me some 409. All right, I think I got everything I need. It's starting to heat up. I had to turn the air conditioner off. You know, who wants to listen to the air conditioner? It's been an interesting couple of months. Haven't really done anything, you know, internet related. I have undergone a journey to get my teeth fixed though. Check this out. I think what I should have done is got a hair transplant. I should white balance my face. Is it Komika or Komika? Boop. The hills are alive with the sound of bullshit. A song they have sung for a couple days. Yeah, you can hear all the sirens and the screams, the pleas for help. I don't really want to use Rapid Tap, but it's all I got. And at one point I had another bottle. This is like a brand new bottle of Rapid Tap. What a drag. Oh, I'm going to double glove. Double the gloves. The new shop is located in the heart of Ballard, right across from everything. This wire wheel is way overboard. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff I haven't unpacked yet, and wire wheels is one of them. I don't see any other wire wheels hanging around. I got the flapper discs. Oh, here's a what? No. That's for a grinder. Oh well, fuck it. Who cares? What's your name? Emilio. Where's your paperwork? I don't do paperwork. He doesn't do paperwork. Who cares? This wire wheel is going to drain this battery pretty fast. I'll try it on this thing first. All right, I'm going to wire wheel this. Oh yeah, never been used. Oh yeah, it would be nice to have that other bottle of Rapid Tap. Rapid Tapid. Let's see what this does. That isn't too bad. I don't like this wire wheel though. Oh, here's another wire. No. I've got pretty much everything unpacked, but the stuff like wire wheels are not unpacked. Do the wire wheels even make it? It's like wheel-based stuff, but I don't see any wire wheels. Whatever. I'll just use that. All right, it's way too fucking hot in here. I'm turning the air conditioner on. No one's watching this shit anyway. All right, air conditioner. I'm trying out different techniques here. I might be able to close that shade. Where's the sun coming from? Oh, it's coming from this one. I don't really have anything to cover that with. I guess I should have thought ahead, huh? Whatever, I'll just adjust the exposure. I don't know if this thing works. Oh. Oh shit, I don't have any thumbtacks though. Maybe I have thumbtacks. Thumbtacks. Yeah, I got tons of crazy shit, but no thumbtacks. Wonderful. I might be able to use those. Oh, thumbtacks! Haha! Oh, everything's coming up, Millhouse. Can't quite reach this one. Nice. All those years at university really paid off. It looks like there's a slight 15-minute delay on the live feed. Haha. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I've got to adjust the exposure. Exposure. Looks like trash. Oh, I need a polarizing filter. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to find a polarizing filter that fits this lens. I think I have one. Yeah. Oh, fuck me. Seriously? It's just an ND filter. Well, maybe at some point in my life I had a polarizing filter for this lens. Will that fit on there? I guess, does it really matter? Does anybody care? Is there anybody out there? Polarizing filter. Here it is. Oh no, that's a variable ND filter. Here's one. Way too small for that lens. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's another. It's the same size. Oh well, you know what? I wonder if I can achieve the same effect with this. And now bump the exposure. Oh, not even a little bit, dude. Not gonna happen. Well, I guess the world's just gonna have to deal with the reflection. Let's just see if... Okay, that is variable ND. Variable ND are kind of like polarizers, right? No, we already proved it's not going to work. Because I do have reducers. Oh, yeah, kind of, maybe. The problem with the variable polarizers is that the sun has to come from a 45-degree angle. Okay. And if it's dead on, it just doesn't do anything. Well, I guess that's an easy solution to the problem, huh? Man, that air conditioner is a lifesaver, I'll tell you what. Also, kind of breaks the silence. It's the quiet model. Okay, what was I doing? All right, fixing stuff. Oh yeah, that's right, check this out. Lift it up just a little bit. And the thing goes away. Oh, maybe one of these batteries. That's too far. Solder. Okay. Well, okay. The benefits are pathetic, so not going to worry about it. How was everybody's week? Feel free to chime in below in the comments. How's everybody's summer? Summer sure is fun. Remember when Kevin Arnold and the gang went away on summer vacation? Kevin was so excited about what Winnie Cooper would write in his yearbook. What was it going to be? Professing her love, talking about all the adventures they were going to get into that summer. Maybe a nod and a wink, something, a double entendre, perhaps a triple entendre. I believe he got a, Kevin, have a fun summer. You've made a cuckold of me. Oh. Yeah, I got a white mound on my face. I was like, I can either get my teeth fixed or I can get a hair transplant. I got my teeth fixed. Most of the hair stuff can be solved with a haircut. Significantly cheaper. Also got me some glasses. It is really hot in this shop. I'm giving the, I'll try this. This is just Formula 409. The move was not easy on some of this stuff. It rusted for some reason. I don't know why. Not ideal. I mean, the obvious solution is to just put oil on these. A little bit of oil on your tools. Just going to retract the blade a little bit. Nope, going the wrong way, of course. This is a significant improvement on the old Stanley design. Unbelievable, Alex. How do you fuck these things up, man? I think it's a left-hand screw. Glasses are supposed to prevent me from fucking things like this up. Ha! It wasn't a left-hand screw. There we go. I was going to show you the old Stanley style of this, but I got bored. All right. This is a Stanley shoulder plane. Sort of the same idea where there's leverage on the top. You get a little screw that's in there. Not that screw. That screw just keeps the whole thing tight. It's that little screw right there. But the Stanley version apparently is foolproof for dipshits like myself. Looking pretty good. Last but not least, wire in the wheel, Dr. Dre. Just wire in the wheel. Wire in the wheel? Wire in the wheel. All right. I think this would legit work better on a drill press, but the cat is over by the drill press, and I don't want to bother the cat. As previously stated, I like cats, not so much guitars. Perfect. Looks like brand new. Now let's throw down a little bit of the Rapid Tap. That'll have to do. Come Monday, I'll go find some machine oil. Walter. Well, that's just about the fastest tap I've ever experienced. Wait, there's a little bit of rust left. Or surface corrosion, whatever. Rapid Tap. Now, all I gotta do is keep it from rusting for the next 150 years. Look at the 90, exposed to the same environment, same exposure, same circumstances over the last couple of months. Hardly any oxidation at all. Well, there's a little on the bottom. That was probably there before. I know what everybody's thinking. They're thinking, how's Pumpernickel the cat doing? He's hanging in there. He's getting used to this whole shop space thing. Pumpernickel's definitely a nighttime cat. Go slow, 'cause the cats come out at night and they don't understand about the cars. Nice. A little bit of rapid tap finish. I mean, it's oiled, right? So it'll work. Go slow for the cats come out at night and they don't understand about the cars. Cars. Oh man. Yeah. This Lee Nielsen plane is awesome. It was super fucking expensive, but man, it's great. Okay, I fixed that plane. Let's fix this other plane. Blah 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 blah. Oh shit. Check this out. The homie Aaron Birch playing what looks to be an Acoustasonic Telecaster? I don't think there's any doxing information on this page. Okay. Aaron's a real one. Let me live on his boat in Ventura. Worked with him at his recording studio. Yeah, this man's a homie, big time. Plus he looks like a beach boy. Blah, 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 blah. They don't understand about the cars. Carl gave me permission to use his music on the live stream, but I still got a copyright hit for it. So now it's just the sound of you and I and the air conditioner. Bum 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 bum. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, air conditioner. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Don't you know the AC is great? Da-da-da-da-da. AC, the AC is the thing. AC, AC, AC Slater is a homie from all time. AC Slater likes to get high all the time. What's next? I was going to do the other Lee Nielsen, but honestly, those are really nice planes. They aren't all that interesting. Give it 100 years, 120 years, the Lee Nielsen planes will be far more interesting. But for the moment, this moment in time in history, they're just like the nicest planes. They're not that much fun. There's that. This plane is more interesting. Blah, 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 exposure. Can anybody even tell me what this plane is? It looks, I mean, it's obviously like a squirrel plane, but Who made it? Where did I get it? Where did I get this? Oh, I know where I got this. I got this from the same guy where I bought the motor, like a 3 horsepower motor from a guy in Enumclaw. And he had a couple of planes just sitting around. And so I bought them. I don't have any monitors hooked up. I don't know what the exposure is. I'm going based off of the live feed. Live feed looks like it's exposed. Good enough. Well enough. Oh, you know that light? That's the fluorescent light up front, up top. That's what that is. Oh well. Yeah, this one isn't too bad. Bottom is rusted. Blade looks good. I mean, considering. Oh, it isn't the third anymore, is it? Hold on a second, let me change that. Blah, 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 blah. Join me, shall you? Oh wait, no, today's the 7th. Get your head in the game, Clark. All right, looks good. File, export as. You know what, I'm just gonna put this on the desktop. Desktop. And I'm not even gonna give it a date. Here, lower thirds on the rig. Oh. Some of the things that got lost in the move were keys on the keyboard, including the right arrow. Lower thirds, D. Still got the enter key though. Export. Should have gone with the hair transplant. A downstream key. Now let's see if it works. Yeah, that's right. At least something works. My sweat glands don't work properly. Yeah, they haven't done that in a while. By the way, you can't see it, but I'm sitting on an authentic Herman Miller, obtained off the side of the road. I saw this chair. It was amongst, I don't know, like a platoon of regular old backyard lawn chairs, the kind you buy from Lowe's or Home Depot. Smack in the middle was this fiberglass mod chair, like something out of Clockwork Orange, and I knew right away, that's an H. Mill. Yeah, the solution to most of your hair problems is just get a haircut. Can't dwell on it. Fixing guitar shop stuff. 08072026. Full stop. I seem to remember when I got this plane that it was pretty messed up. I mean, it looks like it's ready to just oxidize into non-existence, but I think for now it's doing okay. All of my scrub brush, everything's still in boxes. Well, not everything. There's 3 boxes full of stuff left, but it's like copper wire, speaker wire, wire wheel, the rasps. I've got the rasps. I mean, I'm just not using the rasps right now. This right here, this could actually use some honing. Maybe I'll do that. This is 400. Start at 320. This part has to be perfectly flat. Yeah, that'll work. If you spray the surface below, it'll the paper will stick to it. I'm gonna sand this to 320. I don't think I ever did this. Not on this particular plane. This part of the plane is what puts pressure on the blade. So here's the blade, and this is the thing that goes on top of it. And I'm having trouble remembering which way this. The squirrel planes go a different way. The block planes go a different way. It's beveled down on the block planes. Yeah, bevel down on the block planes. Yeah, that makes sense. You can kind of see the witness line there. But that should be a pretty good fit. It should be airtight. See, now I've removed my hand from the sandpaper entirely, and the sand isn't really moving. Stop talking, Alex. You know who's really fun to listen to? Conan O'Brien. Can't get enough of the guy. I've been learning a lot about this new cat, Pumpernickel. I found him last week at the Humane Society of Auburn. I live practically next door to the Seattle Animal Shelter. But I was in the parking lot of the Seattle Animal Shelter, and they're not open on Mondays. So I went Monday, and they were closed. So I went Tuesday, and I think the sign said they don't open it until noon or 1. And there's just something in my heart. I was thinking, my last cat I got from the Auburn Valley Humane Society. And that cat was Cookie, Cookie Doe, Cookie for short. And I just thought, you know what? I should go check out the Auburn Valley Humane Society. They were already they hadn't opened their doors at the Seattle Animal Shelter yet, and there was already a line of people outside. I've never seen a line of anybody outside the Auburn Valley Humane Society. So that's what I did. I went to the Auburn Valley Humane Society. And oh, it's gonna sneeze. That looks pretty good. Anyway, whatever. Yada, yada, yada. Cat. Now, I'm gonna go find some wood. Wow. Don't you just love it when you get caught in the middle of a sneeze? Oh wait, I forgot one crucial part. The bottom. Here we go. Doing stupid shit. Nobody cares. Still gone. Now, see, the thing about machine oil is you can buy it by the gallon. Rapitat, you buy it by the pint, and it's far more expensive. Looks good to me, man. What's your problem? I've been playing a lot of this Sonic the Hedgehog Mario Kart. It's a lot of fun. If anyone's looking for a new Mario Kart, play the Sonic the Hedgehog one. Or don't. But if you're gonna play a new Mario Kart, play the Sonic the Hedgehog Mario Kart. I play it pretty much every single night as I'm trying to go to bed. In between petting the new cat, that is. I don't think this cat was I think the cat was a street cat for the most part. All right, so here's how you put one of these back together. I think it's bevel down. I think it is, because you can see the witness mark on it. Sure. Maybe it just bevel up. Maybe it's just fucking give up. Just give up, stop trying. Nobody gives a shit. It does kind of look like it's bevel up. Yeah, bevel down just plain doesn't work. Bevel up! This is about as basic as they come. All right. So there's a wheel here. You turn the wheel. The wheel adds pressure to that. So when there's no pressure, the blade can go in and out. When there is pressure, the blade is stuck. Now there's a secret trick to getting the blade in and out too. If you don't want to do the wheel, just take a block of wood or a hammer or something. Mallet, not a hammer. You can even do it on the side of the workbench. This isn't the side of the workbench, but just imagine that was the side of the workbench. Then dial it in. Nope, too much. I'm going to start so it's too shallow. Way too shallow. It's barely taking any kind of slice at all. I got my wheel tightened all the way. I'm just going to give it a little tap. There it is, a little bit more. Oh, didn't check my grain direction. Should have had it the other way. Which way do I want to do this? This way? Oh, you know, this is where that little workbench thing would really come in handy. I'll just do it on the side. It's all right. The other thing that really helps is having a sharp blade. That's against the grain. I'm left-handed, which makes doing all this right-handed shit kind of hard for me. But anyway, there you go. That's a piece of wood. Now chamfered, beveled, whatever you want to call it. What fun. And I'll add a little bit of rapid tap. A rapid, a tapid, a tap, a tap, a tapid. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh no, did I add? I don't think I did to the blade. Lubricate the blade. Because I don't want it to do this again in 6 months. Bevel up. Ah, the seagulls are out. Pretty nice. All right, now I got this thing done. Can't wait to use it. You know, there are certain problems with this plane. Where did this thing come from? I'm pretty sure this is what I got with that motor. People offer to sell me planes all the time. Weird little planes like this. I usually just say no. I don't know why I suggest this. Especially if it was a disaster. Okay, now I got that plane fixed. Can't quite remember where it went. Here's an actual block plane that I use. And I can tell that there is some oxidation on it. So why not fix this thing while I got all this stuff out? Everything got fucked up in this move, including myself. I have dreams about Catherine every single night. I'm gonna call that good. I don't know if this thing's dull or sharp or what, so. I actually use this one. Oh, this is against the grain. It's going pretty well. Like, let's go with the grain. Not too bad. Well, look, you can adjust the mouth on this one, or the throat. There. A wider throat. If you really want to hog out material. Maybe you don't. I wouldn't recommend holding the workpiece when you do stuff like this. There's no. I don't have a vise nearby. But also, ain't nobody watching this shit. To check Instagram to see what's happening. All the people I know doing fun things. Oh, dang it, I didn't double glove. Now my root pair of gloves messed up. The benefit of double gloving. These gloves, they aren't very good. They're flimsy gloves, so you need to double glove. But the biggest benefit is when the top pair gets messed up, you can take that pair off and put another pair on. Or when you need to do something like eat, say you want to eat some chicken nuggets or some French fries. Pop that top pair off, the dirty, gross top pair, and you're left with a fresh pair underneath. Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna check Instagram. Oh. Nobody loves me. I'll tell you what my friends are up to, though. Here we go. You guys want to know what Frank Hurricane's up to? Let me show you. Boom! Frank Hurricane sharing the mic with the homies. Whoa! Frank Hurricane likes roller coasters? I never would have known. Fadonk, fadonk. He thought I was a hipster. Well, he had like a generic song about hipsters. And he goes, this one goes out to my homie Alex. I'm not a hipster. I'm kind of awkward. I'm never cool. I don't even try to look cool. I sweat way too much to wear layers. I mostly just wear t-shirts. Missing a great deal of hair. Yeah, I'm not hip. I'm not cool. I can never have been accused of being cool. Kind of uptight. Spent a lot of the last year feeling sorry for myself. I'm not the happiest person there is. I never should have moved into this guitar shop. But now I'm kind of stuck with it. I gained a bunch of weight. I'm like 50 pounds overweight. But I'm not the fattest I've ever been. Depression is a drag. Frank. I can't really roll my R's. It's the teeth thing. Okay, what's next? I don't know, is Lee Nielsen the name of a guy? Whoa. Oh, dude. These paper towels. They split down the middle. Did everybody know that? Am I the last one? Am I the last one? It's my birthday and nobody noticed. Maybe I should be like Kevin Arnold, you know, come back for a new school year doing a different thing. Sporting a new haircut. You know what? I'm going to give up the weed and I'm going to take up PCP. That's going to be my new thing. That's what Kevin Arnold said. Ho Chi Minh is a son of a bitch. I don't know what my place in the fucking world is. Making guitars. Guitars. It'll grab your son, your daughter, into the arms of the devil. Animal instinct. Mass hysteria. My friend, you got trouble. Trouble right here. Try here in Rebel City. Right here. No, that's it. Dude, who called it? Fuck it. Trouble with the capital T, that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. That stands for pool. Gotta keep the moral, gotta keep the young ones moral. Wait, gotta find a way to keep the moral. Gotta find a way to keep the young ones moral. Yeah, gotta find a way to keep the young ones moral after school. Our children's gonna have trouble, 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 trouble. Our children's gonna have trouble, 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 trouble. I just went from 320 and I'm upping it up to 400. Is it overheated or is the battery dead? I think the battery's dead. Could be both. That is a big, that thing does not belong on a handheld drill motor. This might be the last one of these that I fix. After this, I might switch to something else. Something a little harder. I start with a 320 to get the big rusty parts out. If this were actually pitted, if this were oxidation which had gone into the metal in any way, then we have to take more drastic measures. But this is This is 2.5 months of sitting in a box oxidation. So I do the 320 to get the big stuff out, and then move to 400 to get the scratches from 320 out. And if there are any scratches which remain, and I suppose there are a little bit, everything is upside down. I'm your host, Carmine Laguzio. Yeah, that's fine. And today I'd like to introduce you to a little friend of mine I like to call Carl Havoc. Suffice to say, Carl's a lot. This is the reason you don't use Rapid Tap for this. I've used so much of this stuff already. And I like my Rapid Tap. I want my Rapid Tap to last. Machine oil is pretty cheap. Rapid Tap is not. I'm just going to retract the blade so that I can work on it. Blade retracted. Carmine, are you with me? Carmine? I can't breathe. Sorry, what was that? I can't breathe. We did way too much. I can't see shit out the sides of my eyes. Who thought this was funny? You thought it was. I thought it was interesting. Go take a fry off that lady's plate. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to be around anymore. Sorry, what was that? I don't want to be around anymore. Hey, look at that. Pretty neat, pretty good. We'll just do a cursory look at the blade. This is PMV11 though, so I'm certain it'll be okay. But never hurts to put a little machine oil on it or Rapid Tap. PMV, or at least I think it is. Oh, it just says, all it says is yeah. This is where the polarizing filter would really come in handy. Lee Nielsen. So, whatever. It might be PMV. Probably something better. That looks like it's focused, right? Gotta keep them young ones moral after school. Our children's gonna have trouble. Mothers and daughters of River City. Perfect. Can I play the piano anymore? Well, of course you can, but I couldn't before. Our children's gonna have trouble. Oh, I had it on upside down. Get your shit together, Clark. Probably go a little bit tighter. This is a hand screw, by the way. You give it like a 16th or a 32nd of a turn, and that's really all it takes. Unless you're a complete fucking buffoon. I keep thinking these are left-handed screws. I don't know why. Yeah. Because considering all the left-handed screws that I've encountered in the last year, right? Fuck me. There. Fine. I think that's pretty well exposed. This might be a good time to get that, what's the thing out. I actually use this plane. How's everybody's week? How's your job? Do you like your job? Well, the grain is kind of wobbly on this one. So. Man, this really is a nice plane. I like to start where it doesn't touch the wood at all, then bring it in a little bit. But also don't listen to anything I say. I might have gone too far in the wrong direction. Chuck D, where are you? Yep. Yeah, I really have no way to secure this thing. That's a pretty nice plane, I'll tell you what. Even doing it one-handed. Gonna hit it with some compressed air. All right, compressed air. And now, I'll put a little bit more oil on it. What children's gonna have trouble, 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 trouble. Okay, yeah, you can barely even tell it sat in a box for 2 months. Looking pretty good. I do realize though that that last one I cleaned up, this one doesn't have a spot. I don't know where to put it. Maybe I'll just stick it on top. I tell you to check it out, but There it is, up top. Oh, look, we got another squirrel plane. Super secret squirrel plane. Our children's gonna have trouble. Wait a minute. When did Meredith Willson write the music, man? That was the mid-50s? So I'm the children's children. And I got trouble. Whoa. Oh, but wait a minute. It was written about a town at the turn of the century, right? Oh, wait, no, that was Oklahoma was a town at the turn of the century. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the wind, and the waving wheat and show smells sweet as the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night, my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch the hawk making. This plane doesn't look too good. Lazy circles in the sky, we know we belong to the... So this is a pretty good example. All right. I don't remember where I got this one. It might have been on eBay, but I think the bottom was painted black. And you can... Oh, I don't know how close this thing will zoom in. Focus. Oh, pretty good. All right. So you can see there are actual divots in the metal. This thing was never honed at all. I think what I did is I probably took acetone and wiped black paint off. Saw that, I don't know, somebody scraped this with a file, like an actual metal file or something, and then decided, fuck it, I'm never touching this thing again. But maybe this would be a fun time to... The sandpaper is maybe 120. That's probably too coarse. But the divots in this are awful. So, why don't we fix this? Or at least get started fixing it. I don't know how much motivation I actually have. But we know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say yippee-oh-yay, we're really saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma. Oh. The blade is stuck. What do you want to bet? It's held in with the adhesiveness of the black paint. Black paint. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful... Okay. Okay, so this has a curved bottom. It isn't flat. A regular plane will have... there's a comparable plane. Flat bottom. This has a curved bottom. So the way to hone this will be the same way that you would sharpen a gouge, like a chisel with a curve, a gouge. This is not like that, but like this. And I'm going to do a real basic job here on the 120. It might be 180. And then move my way up. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. I think that was Rodgers and Hammerstein. Hammerstein? Hammerstein. They also did, South Pacific? I was never really a South Pacific head. Wasn't much of an Oklahoma head either. I was told after my mom died that her favorite musical was Oklahoma. I don't know why. She was from Bakersfield. Well, I guess Bakersfield has Oklahoma qualities. It's a shithole out in the middle of nowhere. Mad respect to my Oklahoma folks. I've got a beautiful feeling, everything's going. Yeah, my musical days are behind me. Jesus! You started to believe the things they said of you. You really did believe this talk of God is true. And all the things you've done will soon get swept away. You've begun to matter more than the things you say. Listen, Jesus, I don't like what I see. All I ask is that you listen to me. And believe me, I've been your right-hand man all along. But you have set them all on fire. They think they've found a new Messiah. And they'll crush you when they find they're wrong. I remember when this whole thing began. No talk of God, then we called you a man. And remember, my admiration for you hasn't died. The sandpaper gets clogged up, so you gotta clean it out every once in a while. But every word you say today gets twisted around some other way. And they'll crush you when they think you've lied. Nazareth, your famous son, should have stayed a great unknown. Like his father starting wood, he'd have made good. Tables, chairs, and oaken chests would have suited Jesus best. He'd have caused nobody harm, no one alarmed. Remember, Matt Palmer's dad was a Green Beret in Korea. And he and his wife went to see Jesus Christ Superstar when it came out in the theaters. And they left immediately during the overture because they saw a guy wrapped in a American flag, which they considered disrespectful. At the time, I probably would have thought the same thing. But you could say that Matt's dad was a little bit of a conservative dude who loved his country. Which is wild because Jesus Christ Superstar, the movie, was just about as fucking crazy as it gets. It might be a little bit of a radical film. Like, clearly very radical film for the time. But now that musical has become like a right-wing rallying cry. It's wild how the lines shift. I fucking love it though. That's wonderful music. Tables, chairs, and oaken chests would have suited Jesus best. He'd have caused nobody harm, no one alarmed. Listen, Jesus, don't you care for your race? All I ask is that you keep in your place. We are occupied. Have you forgotten how put down we are? I am frightened of the crowd, for we are getting much too loud, and they'll crush us if we go too far. I don't know, that looks pretty good. Not really. I can still see a bunch of like 80 grit scratches, even deeper. 60 grit scratches. I don't know where this thing came from. Oh, this one actually is stamped. It's a Stanley. It's a Stanley 100 and a half. Fuck. I think I got this from the same dude in Enumclaw that sold me the motor. Although the other plane he sold me definitely is not a Stanley. Here. Stanley 100.5. Nope. There's a radio station called Stanley 100.5. Stanley. Here. Stanley hand. Oh, the P on my keyboard is. The P on my keyboard has disappeared. So I gotta go to something else with a P, and I will abscond with that P. Hand. Oh shit! The right arrow is also gone. So use the mouse. Plane 100 and 1/2. Blood and Gore planes. I don't know if I want to click on that. Oh, here we go. The Stanley number 100 and 1/2. Curved bottom block. Ooh, these run for $79. That pretty much looks like what I got. Can I do split? Oh wait, no, I can't do split screen. Well, one of the things that broke during the move was the thing that lets you do split screen. You think I'm fucking with you, but I'm not. Yeah, that's the same thing. All right, there's no information about it. What about Wikipedia? Damn it, Wikipedia contains a P. Hold on, I'm gonna take this P. Copy, paste. Key, paste. Aha. Nope. Nope. You probably thought this Stanley number 100 and a half was a raccoon. Nope. Here we go. I had a fellow tell me a week ago he had this hand plane with a curved bottom and he wanted to know if I was interested. Well, my ears perked up like Spock and I wanted to hear about this little plane. He knew nothing about it, but told me he would bring it to auction Saturday, blah, 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 blah. Totally different plane. Completely different. What's the part about the 100 and a half? Control F. 1/2. However, when I saw it, I was just as excited. It was a Stanley 100.5 squirrel tail plane. It was not too bad, but did have a little surface rust and some Japanning. The bottom is convex. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. The Stanley number 100.5 was made from 1936 till 1962. The lever cap began being painted red in 41, but before that it was japanned. Oh, let's see what our lever cap is. Oh, look at that, it's japanned! Yeah, okay, so we got the pre-41, sometime between 1936 and 1941. And they, yeah, cool, all right. Well, everything is coming up Millhouse. What's next? The number 100, 101, and this plane, all blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Bunch of bullshit. Amateurs, yeah, yeah. That was my Tim Heidecker impression. So what it sounds like is, I've got the best one. Nazareth, your famous son, should have stayed a great unknown. Like his father carving wood, he'd have made good. Tables, chairs, and oaken chests would have suited Jesus best. He'd have caused nobody harm, no one alarm. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. 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 Why should you want to know? Don't you mind about the future? Don't you try and look ahead. Save tomorrow for tomorrow. Think about today instead. What's happening? What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me. Why should you want to know? Why are you obsessed with fighting? Facts and you can't deny. If you knew the path you're riding, you'd understand it less than I. Well, I could give you facts and figures, even tell you where I'm going, even give you plans and forecasts. It seems to me a strange thing, mystifying, that a man like you could waste his time with women of her kind. Yes, I can understand that she amuses, but to let her trust you, stroke your hair, it's hardly in your line. It's not that I'm of her profession, it's just that she doesn't fit in well what you speak and say. It doesn't help us if you're inconsistent. They only need a small excuse to put us all away. Who are you to criticize her? Who are you to despise her? Leave her, leave her. She's with me now. Leave her, leave her. Let her be now. If your slate is clean, then you can throw stones. If your slate is not, then leave her alone. I'm amazed that men like you can be so shallow, thick and slow. There is not a man among you who knows or cares where I come or go. No, you're wrong, you're really wrong. No, you're wrong, you're very wrong. How can you say that? How can you say that? How can you say that? How can... Not one of you. Try not to get worried, try not to turn on to problems that upset you. Oh, don't you know everything's alright? Yes, everything's fine. And it's cool and the ointment sweet for the fire in your head and feet. Close your eyes and relax, think of nothing. Everything's alright, yes, everything's alright, yes. Sleep and I shall soothe you, calm you and anoint you, mirth for your hot forehead, yeah. Don't you know everything's alright, yes, everything's fine. And we want you to sleep well tonight. And you tonight. If you try, you'll get by, so forget all about us tonight. It's alright. Woman, you find ointment, brand new and expensive, should have been saved for the poor. Why has it been wasted? We could have raised maybe 300 silver pieces or more. People who are hungry, people who are starving, matter more than your feet and hair. Try not to get worried, try not to turn on to problems that upset you. Oh, don't you know everything's alright, yes, everything's alright, yes. Surely you're not saying we have the resources to save the poor from their lot. There will be poor always, pathetically struggling. Look at the good things you've got. Think why you still have me move, why you still see me. You'll be lost, you'll be sorry when I'm gone. That one might be a tad below my range. Oh, look at that. It's so much better. It might benefit from me doing it without the thing. Just like doing a few seconds just freehand. Let's try that. That looks pretty focused. Yeah, this is a, if you're just tuning in, this is a Stanley 100 and 1/2 convex bottom plane, made between the years of 1936 and 19 something, 40, can't remember, who cares, doesn't matter. Still isn't nicely honed. I mean, this is good for a messing around on live stream, but I think I actually had to hit this thing on the. You can still see the big divots on it. That isn't ideal. They look like big grooves going this direction. See? Everything's backwards on my monitor, but you can see them, right? Ugh, whatever. It's good enough for now. But let's finish it and bump up from 320. That was 320 to 400. What's the next song on that soundtrack? It's the one where Pilot's like, I had a dream, I took a Somanex. Different music. What was Pilot's song? See, they had to give Pilot a song in Act 1, because he really doesn't show up again until Act 2. They just had to remind the audience, hey, this guy's out there. It was like, I met the most amazing man. The musical kind of simped Pilot, didn't it? I always thought a pilot is just like a military dude. Those guys, they're just following orders, right? But they don't think about it. He's like the kind of guy that just follows fucked up orders. Like maybe in his heart he was good, but he's the kind of guy who's just cool with following fucked up orders. And I mean, that guy has to exist, right? Yeah. I don't know. I never met the guy. I wish I could remember that fucking song. And then from that one it goes, is the big one where they're dancing? That's all of them, right? And then, blah, 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 blah. Look at all my trials and tribulations, sinking in a gentle pool of wine, After all the time I can see the answers till this morning is this evening I'll be fine. Always hoped that I'd be an apostle. Knew that I would make it if I tried. Then when we retire, we can write the gospel so they'll still talk about us when we've died. You sad, pathetic man, look what you brought us to. Our ideals die around us, all because of you. Like a sadist criminal, like a wounded animal, like a jaded mandarin, like a jaded, faded mandarin. Get out there! Wait a minute, I skipped part. A jaded mandarin, like a jaded, faded mandarin. Get out there waiting! Get out! Every time I look at you, I don't understand how you let the things you did get so out of hand. You'd have managed better if you had a plan. Why'd you choose such a backwards time in such a strange land? Always hoped that I'd be an apostle. Knew that I would make it if I tried. So when I retire, I can write the gospel so they'll still talk about us when we've died. Judas, must you betray me with a kiss? Make sure to clean your sandpaper. Who is this broken man cluttering up my hallway? Who is this unfortunate? Someone Christ, King of the Jews. Oh, so this is Jesus Christ. I am really quite surprised you look so small. Not a king at all. So tell me, are you king of the Jews? That's what you say. What do you mean by that? That is not an answer. You're deep in trouble, friend. Someone Christ, King of the Jews. How can someone in your state be so cool about his fate? You seem so small. Not a king at all. If you could come from Galilee, then you need not come to me. You're Herod's race. You're Herod's case. Hosanna, hey, Zanna, 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 ho. Zanna, hey, Zanna, ho. Zanna, hey, JC, won't you die for me? Zanna, ho, Zanna, hey, superstar. Hey, all right, it's looking pretty good. If you're just joining us, this is the Stanley 100.5 on your FM dial. I bet there's one person in that entire Midwestern town that understands the joke, and he's been dead for 60 years. Hey, it didn't turn out too bad. Let's take a look, shall we? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily as polished as a gouge, like a nice fishtail gouge. But you ideally want it to be really super flat, which is weird because it's convex. Does it really need to be super flat? I guess it depends on the kind of work you're doing. Guitars, probably. Violins, definitely. I don't think anyone's using this on violins, though. Maybe cellos. What was the What's the song after that? It's where he goes to Herod, right? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, so you are the Christ, you're the great Jesus Christ. Prove to me that you're no fool. Walk across my swimming pool. Would you do that for me? Then I'll let you go free. Come on, King of the Jews. Jesus, you just won't believe the hit you've made around here. You're all we talk about, the wonder of the year. Oh, what a pity if it's all a lie. But I'm sure that you can rock the cynics if you try. So you are the Christ, you're the great Jesus Christ. Feed this household with my bread. You could do it on your head. I'm gonna say this hasn't. I definitely haven't sharpened this blade. Oh. Okay. Come on, King of the Jews. Hey! Mr. Wonderful Christ, you're a joke, you're not the Lord. You're nothing but a fraud. Take him away, he's got nothing to say. Get out, you king of the, get out, you king of the, get out, you king of the Jews. It's not quite ragtime, it's close enough. It's about as ragtime as Martha, my dear. Oh, here. So this is also a curved blade, making it an oddity in the sharp world. So what you do is you ladder it up with your sandpaper and just kind of lightly do this back and forth. So this is where I wear the gloves. And this is where the musical and the film diverge, because at this point they do throw in an extra song. Tim Heidecker is not a fan of the film, but he has nothing but good things to say about the musical. I've been waiting for so long to see you, but it shouldn't be like this. This was unexpected. What do I do now? Could we start again, please? I think you've made your point now. You've even gone a bit too far to get your message home. Before it gets too frightening, we ought to call a halt. So could we start again, please? I think you've made blah, 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 etc. Okay. I think the squirrel plane is sharp. And also I think it's beveled down. What was the last plane we said was bevel up, right? Making this one bevel down. I think. To bevel up. Dude. Hold on a second. We can check the witness marks. Remember, this thing was made between the years of 19. I already forgot. Control Shift T. What did the guy say? Ah, yes, between 36 and 62. And pre-41, it was just black Japanning. And what happened that year that made them not want to use the word Japanning anymore? It would perhaps cause them to want to just paint it red. Wait a minute, red wouldn't work either. But the one thing we can do is look at the witness marks. Oh, yeah, it's got to be beveled down. Well, I guess it could be bevel up. Fuck me. This is the only page on the internet that has anything to say about this particular topic. I think you've made your point now. You've even gone a bit too far. The only guy on the internet that has anything to say about this particular plane, and he didn't take a picture of the blade. Oh wait. Although the stamp is up. Stamp up. Stamp up, bevel down. Stanley, made in USA. Pre-41. For the stout, to gets me a faux one. Bevel down? It's the opposite of this one, right? It just doesn't look right. This one's bevel up, this one's bevel down. All right. Bevel down. And then he does the thing where he like washes his hands, and then there's the big finale where Judas comes down on a crane, on a big hook. That must have been fun. Every time I look at you, I don't understand how you let the things you did get so out of hand. You would have managed better if you'd had a plan. Now why'd you choose such a backwards time in such a strange land? If you'd come today, you could have reached our whole nation. Israel in 4 BC had no mass communication. Don't you get me wrong. Don't you get me wrong. Don't you get me wrong. Don't you get me wrong, Jesus Christ, superstar. Do you think you're what they say you are? Who beside yourself you think the pick of the crop? Is that? Buddha, is he where it's at? Is he where you are? Could Muhammad move a mountain, or was that just PR? Don't you get me wrong. 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 Jesus Christ. I think I'm going against the grain. And that's the end of the musical. That was fun. I think that's the overhead lights. Yeah, it was the overhead lights. Let's see if the natural light is cleared up a little bit. Yeah, ain't too bad. Hello. All right. Oh, yeah. Well, I think I can turn the air conditioner off. Yeah, I guess that's. The sun is still shining, but it isn't on the workpiece anymore. Baby steps. I was born on the other side of a town ripped in two. That moved me over the great divide. Now I'm coming for you. An amazing adversary. You try to tear me down. You come and get me, I dare you. Try and tear me down. Hey, Kansas City, from East Berlin to you. That's my other favorite musical. And that's pretty much it. I like Hedwig and the Grinch, and I like Jesus Christ Superstar. And that's it. That's all I like from music in general, just those two things. And Mozart. In fact, the only reason I make guitars is because I don't know how to make pianos. An amazing adversary. You try to tear me down. Come and get me, I dare you. You try to tear me down. Boom, 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 boom. From East Berlin to Kansas City. Hey. I think I should probably black out the lights and get some real lights. Boy, Instagram's really trying to get me to sign up for their Twitter. I don't think I'm going to do it. It was a tempting offer. An amazing adversary. Try to tear me down. Try to get me, I dare you. Try to tear me down. That particular method of blacking out the sun isn't going to work for very long because I'm using my bath towel to do that. That's the free way to do it, not necessarily the best way to do it. You know, now I kind of miss the hum of the air conditioner. When the earth was still flat, and clouds made of fire, the mountains stretched up to the sky, sometimes higher. Folks roam the earth like big rolling kegs. They had 2 sets of arms, they had 2 sets of legs, they had 2 faces in had a 1 giant head, so they could watch all around them as they talked while they read, and they knew nothing of love. It was before war. The origin of love. The origin of love. The origin of love. Origin of love. Now there was 2 sexes and one that looked like 2 men glued up back to back. Call them children of the sun. Similar in shape and birth was the children of the earth. They looked like 2 girls clothed up in one. And the children of the moon looked like a fork shoved on a spoon. They was pot sun, pot earth, pot daughter, pot sun. Boop, 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 boom. Ah, the origin of love. Boom, 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 boom. Now the gods grew quite scared of our strength and defiance, so Thor said, I'll kill them all with my hammer, like I killed the giants. But Zeus said, no, you better let me use my lightning like scissors, like I cut the legs off the whale, dinosaurs into lizards. And then he grabbed up some bolts, and he threw out a laugh, that I split them right down the middle. Gonna cut them right up in half, and a storm cloud gathered above, and the great balls of fire. And the fire struck down the bolts like fucking turning blades of a knife, and it split right through the flesh of the children of the sun and the moon and the earth. And Osiris and the gods of the Nile let up a hurricane to blow us all away. And I skipped a part. Oh well. The last time I saw you, we were just split in 2. You was looking at me, I was looking at you. You had a way so familiar, I could not recognize, 'cause you had blood in your face and I had blood in my eyes. But I could tell by your expression that the pain down in your soul was the same as the one down in mine. That's the pain. It mapped a straight line down to your heart. We call it love. So we wrapped our arms around each other, tried to shove ourselves back together. We was making love, making love. It was a cold, dark day when a long time ago, and by the mighty hand of Job, it was a sad story how we became lonely 2-legged people. The story, the origin of love, that's the origin of love. The origin of love. The origin of love. That song was called Negative Creep. I'm a negative creep, I'm a negative creep, I'm a negative creep, well, look at that. We fixed a bunch of crap and did our stuff. And tomorrow when we wake up, our stuff will be fixed and ready to go. We'll have no issues with rust or oxidation. Everything apparently is going to be okay. The origin of love. That's the origin of love. Oh yeah. The origin of love. Oh yeah. The origin of love. Boom, 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 boom. A haircut will solve most of my problems. What other guitar shop stuff needs fixing? Ugh. Well, the place is a dump now, so I could probably use some sweeping. I did not lose these during the move. It'd be nice to find the machine oil, but I'm guessing it just doesn't exist anymore, because if it did, it would have spilled out a long time ago. I only have 3 tubs of stuff that I haven't unpacked yet, and that's all like wire wheels and things. Stuff I never really use all that much. Rasps, like metal files. The origin of love, oh yeah, the origin of love. On nights like this, when the world's a bitter mess, and the lights go down across the trailer park, I feel down, I feel had, like the world is going mad. And then it's time to punch the clock. I put on some makeup, turn on the 8-track, and put the brig down from the shelf. Suddenly I'm Miss Farrah Fawcett from TV, until I wake up and I turn back to myself. I look back on where I'm from, look at the woman I've become, and the strangest things seem suddenly routine. I look up from my vermouth on the rocks, a gift wrap wig still in the box, a towering velveteen. I put on some makeup, I get the wig down from my shelf. Dun, 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 dun. You know, I don't know that song by heart. Okay, well, this one kind of worked. I guess my lesson is, for the next one, get the microphones figured out. My lesson for the next one is get the microphones figured out. Black out the windows. No sun. And, oh, lights. Actual lights. Lights, block out sun, and microphones. I'm pretty sure I'm going to remember that. All right, well.